everyone, it's Emily from Life So Savory, and today I'm going to walk through the tutorial for this free sewing pattern. So I just shared on my site a free sewing pattern for this cute zipper pencil case. It holds so many things, as you can see here, and has several different pockets for storage. So I'm loving this for back to school, and I hope you will too. Let's jump in and get started with what you need. So you're going to cut out all the pieces as directed on the PDF pattern. You can download that at lifesosavory.com, search zipper pencil case to find it. Here's all of my pieces cut out. You can see I did a mixture of the puffy quilted fabric and the vinyl. Just a side note, I didn't do this until as I went, but I would finish all of these puffy fabric pieces, the edges with a serger or zigzag before I started so that I wouldn't have any of the frayed edges to work with that you might see in this video. So I went along and I finished all the edges, but as I went each step, and it just would have been easier at the very beginning to finish all the edges. So on the top pocket piece, or the top flap, I am finishing the two pockets. One mesh is the inside pocket. The outside pocket was the quilted mesh, or the quilted, puffy quilted fabric. And I am finishing it with just a bit of fold over elastic. Especially for the mesh pockets, fold over elastic is my absolute favorite finish because it still allows for a little bit of stretch. In fact, you can cinch it up tight if you want, or it just is a simple way to finish. So enclose the top of your pocket with the fold over elastic and then sew on the edge. So now we're going to take those two top pieces, put them wrong sides together so that the right sides are out on both the top and the bottom. And then you're going to lay your top pocket on, mine is the black fabric, and finished with the fold over elastic on that raw flat edge. And then on the inside, with the pocket going the same direction, I'm going to pin the mesh pocket. Actually, I'm clipping the mesh pocket, but you get the idea. So the mesh pocket is slightly bigger than the other pocket, and this allows for those elastic strips to not line up on top of each other and just spread out that bulk that will be in the seam allowance later on. You're then going to baste all the way around that oval top. Now we're going to work on the inside pocket, and I have a little pencil flap here, and so I'm going to take just my top piece, which I'm using as a vinyl, placing a piece of fold over elastic about 1 inch down from the top, and then I sewed 5 lines across that elastic, places that the pencil will go in. Finish this bottom rectangle pocket with your fold over elastic as well, and then place it. It should be about a 1/2 inch underneath your elastic. Place it on and clip it. Now you're clipping all the layers together. So we have the black fabric facing down, the vinyl fabric facing up, and then I'm adding this pocket, and you're also then going to baste all the way around this piece to hold all those layers together. Again, you can see my black quilted fabric is fraying, and I would have finish that before I sewed it together because finishing it after is a lot trickier. So what I'm going to do now is finish this edge with the fold over elastic, and we're leaving the left side open, as you can see, and I'm just putting the fold over elastic around the other 3 sides. And then you're going to sew on that edge of the elastic with a straight stitch or a zigzag to hold it in place. The corners you just sort of ease around with the elastic. Now you're going to cut your zipper. If it's not already a 24-inch zipper, mine is zipper by the yard, I'm going to cut it to fit with the zipper facing piece. And then since I was adding my own zipper pulls, I added 2. I did finish the edge here. You can see that little bit. Again, should have done it at the beginning. And then with right sides together, you're going to pin or clip the zipper along one long edge of the zipper facing. Sew down the center of the zipper tape, and then you'll have a zipper attached to the top edge of that zipper facing. All right, and then I folded the seam allowance back towards the fabric, and I did top stitch. Trim any extra zipper on both ends, and then you're going to take the bag back, which is just a small rectangle piece included in the pattern. And with right sides together, you're going to pin or clip it to the end of both the zipper and the zipper facing. So it should be the same width as the zipper and the zipper facing together. You can see there the edges line up. And then when they're both sewed right sides together to the end of the zipper, you'll have a circle. Now take that zipper back and you're going to place it on the flat edge of the top like this. So we're putting the right sides of the zipper or the pouch bag top to the pouch bag sides with the zipper on it. You can open up your zipper here. It makes it a little bit easier to ease around the corners as I have done. And then make sure that you are pinning or clipping it all the way around using more than you think. It will just make it so much easier to sew as you go. And then with a zipper foot, you're going to stitch that down so that the zipper and the side are attached to the top. Here's it all clipped and ready to sew. At this point, it doesn't matter if the zipper is open or closed, so use what works best for you. Take that inside pocket and now you're going to flip it so the right sides are together. My right side is the top mesh pouch with the vinyl facing, and then you're going to just clip it to that seam allowance, the one we just sewed with the zipper. All right, so you're just clipping it and then you're just going to tack it on there. And then I did finish that edge with a serger. I wished, again, if I had pre-finished it, I wouldn't have had to finish it later. I did fold the zipper tape over towards the top and top stitch this top piece here as I'm pointing out. So if you want to top stitch it, you can. You don't have to. It does make it lay a little bit nicer, and then that zipper tape is folded over. So now the inside of our bag is looking good. We have the inside pocket, we have that pen flap, and we're ready to put right sides together and add the bottom on. So just like the top, you'll take the two bottom pieces and baste them together with the wrong sides in and the right sides facing out. And then you'll take it and you'll line up the side with the back flat and then continue to pin or clip around where the zipper is. And again, use as many pins or clips as you think will hold this all in place. A stylus or a sharp tweezers is also really handy in sewing this because you can use it to hold on the fabric and help push it through as you're stitching with the zipper foot. So I liked to stitch this with the side facing up. So I sort of squished down the side, stitched around, and then I was all finished. So face it right side up and you are ready to go. Remember, before you do sew the second side, I should have noted that the zipper needs to be at least partway open so that you can turn it right side out when you're finished sewing. If you sew it completely closed, it will be very tricky to get this turned right side out. But once you do finish sewing the bottom on with the zipper open, it turns right side out quite easily, and then you just can arrange the fabric. If you want to top stitch that bottom as well, you could. I would fold the seam allowance over towards the bottom, not the sides, and stitch it down. I did not sew on the bottom, but it doesn't hold the shape quite as well as the top, so maybe I should have. Then you're ready to fill it with all sorts of amazing things to get ready for the school year. I hope this helps you stay organized and gives you a fun sewing project as well.